Hey guys, what's up? Heather with the Moscow, and today we're going to be planting dahlia tubers. So, to give you some bearings, this is the bed that's next to my house. If you go down these stairs right here, it goes down to my driveway. Sorry about the audio, you guys. My lapel mic is giving me a fit, so I'm using a shotgun mic, and my dogs are barking. But in any case, we've been spending this year. The other bed next to my house, I'm doing some things that I'm worried about. If I put perennials in, they'll die. So I've been putting annuals in that bed, but this bed we've been working on putting perennials in. So when I moved into this house, there were these two really large and great peonies, and it's been raining all week, so they're super floppy. I tried to stake them up, but it's not working. They do have growth supports as well, but they're blooming and they're beautiful, and it smells amazing right here. This is also where we put the two David Austin Courting Mill roses, and I just planted some Rudbeckia or Black-Eyed Susan in front of that. I actually planted a little too close. We've also put in some Helena von Stein, I guess that's how you say it, lamb's ear, and I put it close so that it can kind of spill over the walkway. I kind of want this so that when you walk up the stairs, it's just a flood of color. And what's been really fun this year is being able to just put annuals in. I'm not committed to anything. I just go to the store and whatever annuals I think will grow and I throw them in there, because I'm hoping by like June, July, and August, you walk up these stairs and it's just a flood of color. So today, to add to that, we're going to be putting in some dahlia tubers. So I live in East Tennessee. It's a zone 7, so dahlias will do just fine here. I also live deep into the woods, and my house is kind of cut out. So there is a lot of shade around here. There is very few areas that are full sun. And at that, they're almost not even full sun. So this area is, though. That's why I've got my roses here, because they will enjoy the full sun, and I've got my dahlias here too, because they do really need full sun. I ordered these dahlia tubers from Eden Brothers, and it's a mixed color blend that's got some really dark ones and light. And again, because most of these aren't permanent plantings, I can throw whatever colors up here I want to. If it doesn't match, I'm only missed out for the year. So I'm really excited about that. So what we're gonna do with these is space them about 12 inches apart. I think it says 12 to 24. We're gonna go a little bit on the conservative side. And it is a good idea to put your stakes in where you want your dahlias at the time, so that later you don't puncture the bulbs. But we're not gonna do that today because I wasn't quite that prepared. I really just wanted to show you how we're gonna get these into the ground. So I've got my helper Wyatt out here with his tape measure. You measure some stuff?
Yeah.
Okay. And we're gonna take these, we're gonna dig holes about, like I say, 4 to 6 inches deep, 12 inches spaced, almost right where I'm sitting. So they'll be really tall. Generally speaking, you would want to put something in front of them, because necessarily the bottom foliage of the plant isn't super attractive. But we don't really care, because all of this is a complete experiment. So let me show you how to get these in the ground. We will also be amending the soil with some biotone as well. I'm not going to be watering these in today, and there's a couple reasons for that. One, because this soil is the hardest clay you've ever seen. Maybe not that you've ever seen, but it's pretty hard clay. Like I've mentioned before, you could probably throw pottery with this stuff. But also, it's already wet because it's been raining all week, and I don't want to risk my dahlia tubers rotting. So it's wet already. I'm not going to water them in. So let's get started. These have been chilling in my garage for a while, but the way you want to plant these is with this growth coming up. This won't usually be here, but there'll be an eye on the actual tuber, and you can see where that growth should come from. So that needs to be facing up. in the ground. And again, the key here is that we're gonna try to keep them from rotting out, so we're gonna make sure we don't let them get too moist. Also, hole 4 to 6 inches deep. Then I put some biotone in there and I backfilled it. And you can tell from when I'm digging, like, you dig and the whole thing of soil comes up because it's just hard clay. Now, the other thing that I run into that I wanted to show you guys how I deal with is that I have dogs. And I love my dogs, but if a plant is like a seedling, they will trample it. So if you'll remember, when we planted out to our like raised vegetable beds, I had some pincushion flower and some ornamental basil that I wanted to put up here as well. They were cute little seedlings doing so good. I put them up here, dogs trampled the crap out of them. They're gone. Finito. So what I've been doing to combat them is making a little dog corral, because really what they want to do, they're not big into digging, is they just want to lay in the bed. I think it's because it's cooler than everything else. They could go inside, they can go on the porch, but they want to lay in the dirt. So what I've been doing, anything that's a sizable plant, anything like the roses, any of the perennials that I've placed that are actually like a plant you bought at the store, they do fine. It's just anything that's small like that, they're gonna lay right on it. So let me show you how I deal with that. So in this area, I put a whole slew of zinnia seeds that I bought from Floret Flower. And Floret, if you're not familiar with it, it's Floret. It's a great website for flower seeds. They are really into cut flowers and dahlias. They have a lot of resources there, and the website is beautiful. So if you need inspiration or information, I would highly recommend them. But I bought some zinnia seeds from them, and because again, I want you to walk up this walkway here and be each side just greeted with lots of color by the end of the season. This has been here. I mentioned before that I've got some lilies, and this is a huge one. I don't think it's the best choice for right here, but it's so beautiful when it blooms. I don't have the heart to move it quite yet. But I put all these zinnia seeds in here, and I didn't want the dogs to trample them as the seedlings came up, because I've had that before with my dogs. So what I did was just get these bamboo stakes. I have a bunch of these that I used for these last year. And I just took string and twined it around them, and it makes a little corral until the plants get sizable enough that they're not going to be trampled by the dogs, because I love them. But can't we have flowers and dogs? I'm just saying. So that's how I will do a similar corral around those there until they get at least like yay high, so that the dogs don't trample them. So guys, that's gonna be it for me in this video. I realize when I've started to edit my videos, because I often will edit them like a week later or even 2 weeks later and post them, because my work schedule, that's kind of how it works out. But I started to realize I'm wearing the same shirt in every video. I just like to garden in this shirt, okay? And I like it. Sorry guys. So maybe like yesterday I was like, tomorrow, I was editing yesterday morning like 5:30. And I was like, tomorrow I really got to wear a different shirt. And I was like, it's gonna be 80 degrees tomorrow. I can wear a short sleeve shirt, blah, blah. It's 55. So, sorry. So maybe next time there'll be a different shirt. Thank you guys so much for watching. We'll see you in the next one. Bye.